Everybody has problems, that's a fact. Some problems are tougher than others are easy. Some are worse to have, and some problems are not so bad. But identifying that you have a problem is the only very first step in taking care of it. All you have at this point is something about which you can complain loudly and frequently. Unfortunately, that's exactly what far too many people do. They identify what's wrong and then complain about it, expecting someone else to take care of it for them. That's where the second half of the quote comes in. Don't put your effort into complaining, put it into finding, then implementing a solution. Why is dealing with our problems important? When you're hungry, getting enough food is a problem. When you're a caterer, getting enough food for a large party can be quite a problem. The hungry person has identified their problem. The solution will depend on whether they are and what services are available to them. A caterer with a food shortage also has identified their problem, but they won't get paid if they show up at the gig with the insufficient food, and an excuse that it's somebody else's problem. We have to come up with alternatives, extra people, new suppliers, or even partner with another caterer. In each case, you can see what happens when there is just complaining, and while rarely easy, putting your energy into finding a solution is much better thing to do with yourself. Your energy, your time, but what of your power? To me, this is our ability to influence or change things around us. We have some ability to change the world and the people around us. We have to be the voice to help start the change, a small thing or a big thing. We can be an action added to a larger cause. We can make a difference in the problem around us, ours and others. Tell me about your problems. Well, you're talking to a screen, not me. So a more accurate way to say this is to talk to yourself about your problems. What troubles you? What isn't going your way? How is life being unfair to you? Take a moment and some paper and make a list of everything on your mind. Then consider your list. How many do you just talk about it? How many you have identified and not done anything to solve? Compare that to the number of problems that you identified and then put some effort in finding a solution and even trying to implement that solution. Your problems, do you mostly talk about them or do you work to solve them? There are no right or wrong answers, but until you have looked at your situation, how do you know that you would need to do to improve your situation? Now that you have a better idea, what do you think it will take to get you to more solving and less complaining? I have never been the big on complaining, but that doesn't mean everything I do is about solving problems. I also rationalize quite a bit, saying to myself that it isn't really all that bad, at least not yet. But it gets worse and it will be okay for a solution. And sometimes that's the right solution and other times it's an excuse. We each must determine that ourselves. A big part of the problem with not doing anything about a problem is that it will lead what I call learned helplessness. The problem is too big. What can a little person like me do? I don't know where to start. Who can I talk to so that I can find out more about this problem? But if you feel helpless, the question becomes more excuse. If you put up power and energy into answering the question, you will likely find yourself with a potential solution, or perhaps several. This is the first step. Then you need to determine which solution works best for you and then take action. And taking action is the key to solving your problems. It starts with identifying the problem, then asking the right questions. Developing the best potential solution for your problem from your list of answers is next. Finally, you have to do something about it and work your solution. It sounds easy and it is quite simple, but it takes time, effort, power, and energy. But few problems resolve themselves. What will you do to resolve some of the problems today?